As long as you choose the right fishing spot, you'll catch crucian carp one after another without a worry. Let's take stock of crucian carp's favorite fishing spots and their activity habits. When it comes to fishing for crucian carp, it's probably one of the most beloved targets among anglers. They're not overly difficult to catch and are widely distributed, but to catch plenty and enjoy the sport, you need to understand their activity patterns and where they prefer to feed. Otherwise, you might end up with just a few small fish after hours of fruitless effort. Types of fishing spots where crucian carp gather. Crucian carp tend to inhabit and feed in specific environments. Finding these spots is key to success. Slow-flowing river bends. The current here is gentle, allowing sediment and food to accumulate, making it easy for crucian carp to feed. Near underwater obstacles, such as rock piles or sunken tree roots. These structures slow the current, provide shelter, and the organisms growing on their surfaces serve as food sources. Dense aquatic grass areas, water plants offer cover, boosting crucian carp's sense of security. These zones are rich in food, well oxygenated, and regulate temperature, making them critical habitats for crucian carp. Junctions of fast and slow currents. Swift currents carry food, which settles in slower moving areas. The mixing of currents also increases oxygen, attracting crucian carp to feed here. Around bridge piers and under bridges, piers block the current, creating calm water, while bridges provide shade. Food carried by upstream currents settles in these calm zones. Near residential docks, areas where residents often wash vegetables or rinse rice. Continuous food scraps sinking into the water train crucian carp to feed here regularly. 2 daily activity peaks of crucian carp. Crucian carp activity is strongly influenced by light and temperature, creating regular feeding windows. Early morning, from dawn to shortly after sunrise. After fasting all night, crucian carp are hungry and likely to swim to shallow shorelines or grass edges to feed actively. Bites are aggressive. This is a golden fishing period. Noon, especially in hot summer weather, intense sunlight warms the water. Well-fed crucian carp often retreat to deep water or shaded areas to rest, reducing activity and appetite, leading to fewer bites. Afternoon to evening, roughly 3–4 p.m. until dark. As temperatures drop, crucian carp digest their morning meal, grow hungry again, and return to shallow shorelines or grass edges to feed. This feeding peak lasts longer, until 5–6 p.m. in spring and autumn, and beyond 8 p.m. in summer. 3. How wind affects crucian carp activity. Wind impacts oxygen levels and food distribution in the water. Light winds, about force 3–4 wind ripples the water, increasing oxygen and stimulating crucian carp's activity and appetite. It also blows food scraps, grass seeds, etc., from the shore into the water, which drift to the downwind side. Thus, downwind areas with higher oxygen and concentrated food are ideal. Strong winds, force 5-6 or higher heavy waves make it hard to read the float, disrupting fishing. In such cases, fish in sheltered spots, wave-free bays, or behind dense aquatic grass, where winds are calmer. Alternatively, use wind-resistant techniques, such as fishing without a float and relying on rod tip movements to detect bites. For flexibly choosing spots based on water characteristics. Crucian carp prioritize different habitats based on water quality and conditions. Murky, eutrophic water, prone to low oxygen, Crucian carp prefer clearer inlets or flowing water areas. Clear, oligotrophic water, sparse food and low security drive Crucian carp to dense grass zones or areas with rich bottom humus. Still ponds or lakes, they favor inlets of small tributaries with flowing water or areas near springs, where oxygen and food are more abundant. Rivers or streams, swift currents make it hard for Crucian carp to stay, so they prefer calm backwaters, still pockets among aquatic grass, or areas behind piers/large rocks that block strong flows. Extremely dense grass areas, fish along the edges, targeting sparse patches or small open water gaps within the grass. Sparse or grass-free areas, Crucian carp gather near scattered clumps of grass, reed roots, or underwater obstacles like sunken trees or rock piles. Uneven bottoms, with pits or ridges, Crucian carp often rest in pits or below ridges, but fishing here risks snagging. Try areas with relatively flat bottoms near these complex terrains. Flat bottoms, Crucian carp are drawn to even small irregularities, e.g., mounds, shallow pits, rock piles, as these trap food easily. In summary, understanding Crucian carp's activity habits, preferred habitats, and how to choose spots accordingly is key to improving your catch rate. With careful observation and practice, catching Crucian carp will become easy, and you'll surely reap a bountiful harvest. Author profile: I'm a self-media blogger passionate about fishing and sharing tips. Follow me to exchange fishing skills and discuss all aspects of wild fishing. Like, save, and follow to never miss the next update.